There is a moment in every long run where your body sends you one very clear message. Stop. This is too hard. You are not built for this. I have felt that moment more times than I can count. On roads at 5 a.m. when nobody is watching. In rain, in heat, in complete silence. And I have learned something about that moment that changed how I lead and how I help organizations build leaders. That moment has a name. Runners call it the wall. And every leader I have ever worked with has hit their own version of it. They just did not know what it was called. The wall in running happens around the 30-32 kilometer mark in a marathon. Your glycogen is depleted. Your muscles are screaming. Your mind starts negotiating. Maybe I slow down. Maybe I stop. Maybe I was never a runner in the first place. The wall in leadership looks different but feels identical. It is the manager who has tried everything to motivate his team and nothing is working. It is the HR leader who has run 3 leadership programs in 2 years and still sees the same dysfunctional behavior. It is the senior executive who is performing on paper but feels completely hollow inside. It is the moment just before a real breakthrough, disguised perfectly as a dead end. Most people quit here, in running and in leadership, not because they are weak, but because nobody told them what the wall actually is. Here is what I have learned from running and from working with leaders across organizations in India. The wall is not a stop sign. It is a signal. It is your system, your body, your mind, your leadership telling you that what got you here will not get you there. In running, pushing through the wall requires 3 things. 1. Slow down to speed up. The instinct is to push harder. The strategy is to find your rhythm. Leaders who hit a wall try to do more. The answer is almost always to do less, but better. Number 2. Change your fuel. In running, I switch from pace focus to landmark focus. Just get to that tree. Just reach that band. Leaders who are overwhelmed need to shrink the horizon, not plan the next 5 years, just lead well in the next 5 days. Number 3, trust your training. The wall feels like evidence that you are not good enough. It is actually evidence that you have pushed far enough to reach a place most people never go. Your training brought you here. Trust it to take you through. The leaders I work with who transform, not just improve, but genuinely transform, are the ones who learn to recognize the wall for what it is, a threshold, not a verdict. So let me ask you this, where in your leadership right now are you hitting the wall? Is it with your team, with your organization, with yourself as a leader? Because if you are, I want you to know something. You have not reached your limit. You have reached the edge of your current approach. And that is actually very good news. If this landed for you, share it with one person on your team who needs to hear it today. And if you are an HR leader or a CHRO watching this and you are seeing your managers hit the wall repeatedly without knowing how to break through, let's have a conversation. The link is in the description. I am Bikash. I help organizations build leaders who do not quit at the wall. See you next week.